Since absolutely every little thing from classic Spongebob is getting its own episode in modern Spongebob, today we got Whatever Happened to Baby Prunes, all about the character that, if you didn't know, is called Baby Prunes. So this episode starts with Spongebob and Patrick helping old people cross the road, except it's part of getting their scout badges, so they are not exactly focused on helping them. Since they reached their quota, Patrick just leaves Old Man Walker in the street to get ran over, and they leave to get their listening badge.
I've been listening to Grandpa tell the same boring stories for years.
This always feels so forced. It was like when they had the Camp Coral characters come in season 13, and now everyone had to talk about, oh, you remember when we did this at camp? Oh, I remember when we did that at camp. You could kind of feel how much they're trying to have their characters integrated into the real show and blur the lines between spin-off and main show.
I've been listening to Grandpa tell the same boring stories for years.
Like, okay, this is a nitpick, but that line is not funny at all. Like, it's barely even a joke. SpongeBob says that they need to listen to old people, and Patrick says he has listened to old Grandpat Star, trademark, from the Patrick Star Show, trademark, tell the same story for years. Not funny, didn't laugh, but I guess they gotta get the badge for mentioning spin-off characters too.
We senior scouts believe. You get 10 minutes.
So this whole episode is about Baby Prunes, and I wouldn't blame you if you didn't know that she was called Baby Prunes and you just knew her as the chocolate lady. But actually, this is not her first episode as a main character or the main focus of the episode. After being gone from the show for over 15 years, after season 3's Chocolate with Nuts, she made a cameo in the season 11 episode Ink Lemonade, and then one season later we had Babysitting, which is an episode where SpongeBob and Patrick are babysitting her. That episode was not very good, but I guess they still had a whole episode worth of material for classic character Baby Prunes. So here we are.
Now, would you rather hear about my stomach ulcer or my herniated disc?
So the whole episode going forward is just gonna be Baby Prunes telling her backstory. But first, remember this? So the episode actually intends to answer why she don't like chocolate, which I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm obviously only speaking for myself here, but who really cares? It is not some long-running mystery that fans have been waiting for an answer for. It's just her saying she don't like chocolate in an old episode, and then now, almost 25 years later, they are dedicating an entire episode to that.
Mary, I'm feeling nostalgic!
You don't have to yell!
They put on a projector and start watching Baby Prunes as a child in black and white. The problem with this is that this exact format has been done multiple times before. We Heart Hoops from season 14 has SpongeBob and Patrick watch the backstory of Old Man Walker. Then there is a Patrick Star Show episode where they do the exact same thing, they watch the same characters in black and white. And then we can't forget about Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Like, there's an entire episode also in, I think, season 7, where the whole episode is just SpongeBob and Patrick watching like an old Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episode. It really seems like them not being able to be used, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, because of course the voice actors sadly passed away. The show not being able to use those characters anymore result in the show trying to repeat the magic that they had going on with the old superhero thing, but now with every old character in SpongeBob to replace them, and it never hits the same.
Prunes, that is.
Oopsie, got it.
So basically her whole thing was that she jumped around and said her catchphrase, "Oopsie, gotta go," and then everyone loved her. She eventually started selling her own candy as she became more famous, and basically chocolate came around eventually to replace her and her candy, and that's why she hates chocolate. I did just fast forward a lot, cause the black and white backstory is like 7 of the 11 minutes, but I just don't find it interesting at all. Maybe if none of the episodes we talked about earlier existed, but they do, and I have seen this whole thing done over and over again in the show. This episode does not have anything new to offer, except more toilet humor than usual. There are, I guess, a couple of positive things to say, so let's go through them. There is a montage scene of Prunes' fame, and here I like 2 things. Actually, I think I like 3 things in the entire episode, and 2 of them are from here.
Is enjoying great success on and off the stage.
Firstly, I like how the fish photographing Prunes look here. Big fan of when background characters are drawn in this art style, I think it looks cool. Then after that there is a parody of Busby Berkeley, like his dancing girls movies. Of all things, and I thought that was a pretty cool reference, even though it of course involves a giant toilet. And that's about it. There is a scene at the end where everyone turns back into children, and baby Patrick is kinda cute. Yet again, this exact thing has been done before, of course. But as a whole, this episode is just not interesting, and while it might sound harsh, I don't think it really needs to exist. A whole episode of backstory for a character that was in 1 minute of an old episode is something they keep doing, and the result ranges from misunderstanding what made the character funny in the first place and ruining the gag, to just 11 minutes of non-interesting new information. Like, finally, I know that the reason Prunes looks like that is because she puked up so much candy that she got turned inside out. It's like just adding lore for the sake of adding lore, and I think it actually makes the character worse. Like the little that we knew about her, this episode actually lessens. Like, I greatly prefer the way you always assumed it to be before this, that she was just so extremely old that she just looked like that. But now it's like, no, she actually looked like that from when she was like, she has kind of always looked like that because she turned herself into that.
Got it.
I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like this did not need to be explained. We should start a gambling service where people can bet on which one-off gag character gets the next entire episode dedicated to them, because eventually it will literally just be everyone.